Hey, thanks for checking out Fast Eddie's Chop Shop. Here you have every right to be wrong, and I'm going to break it down for you. The Republican leadership outside of Donald Trump's inner circle is evil. They're just as bad as the Democrats. They don't want to change things. What are they doing right now? Like, seriously. Trump pushed him about the big, beautiful bill. There's some things I like about it. There's some things I don't. But for the most part, they have been completely inactive since the election. They haven't done anything. They really haven't. They've disappeared into the woodwork. Now, I understand that Trump is an attention stealer. Obviously, he walks into the room, all the attention goes to him. It's one of the things that made him a powerful businessman. Some people just have that. It's an aura, it's a glow. He attracts attention. So I get that our attention is on him, and he's, loud and bombastic and, great many things. So I get a small part of it. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't be working in the background. And as far as I can see and tell, the Republicans aren't doing anything, nothing. Everything that Donald Trump is doing right now is fleeting and meaningless unless Congress starts to take some action. And we only have a little window of time. I think that what's really holding back, Donald Trump keeps talking about the golden age. I think the one thing holding back the golden age is Republican action. Start taking the executive orders. Sure, if you don't like something, argue about it, but start passing permanent legislation. I think if you do that, our economy will skyrocket overnight. That's why it's not skyrocketing. Don't get me wrong. Everything, jobs are up, inflation rate down, money coming into the country is up. It's funny. You watch all these, border shutdown. You watch CNN interviewing, Trump's team. They're almost shockingly hostile and look for every chance they get to, they take good news and turn it into verbally bad news. But all the metrics are up and everything is going in the right direction. But if you want to see our economy almost overnight, within weeks, start to skyrocket, you Republican leaders get in there and start passing permanent legislation. Because then the real money starts to come in because people will trust it. Right now, I don't trust it. I like what Trump's doing. It's heading in the right direction. I think it's going to lead to a great economy, but not a golden age economy. For that, you need permanent legislation. And our feckless, immoral, and weak Republicans don't want to let it happen. Why? Because they're on the same team as the Democrats. Don't you get it, folks? They're all on the same team. That's why the swamp is so effective. They have half the country living in an echo chamber and another half of the country living in their echo chamber. Each of us has chosen a side, and each of us believes that our leadership wants to change things. Now, I think the Democrats party is absolutely 1,000% corrupt and evil, where I think the Republican Party, except for a few examples, are just plain old corrupt. The Republicans don't want to see the change that Trump wants to see. And they don't want to see the golden age of America. Why? Because they have a hold on power the same way Democrats do. They're rich. Their families are rich. You know, make no mistake about it. Lindsey Graham is not for the working guy. The Democrats are for sure not for the working guy. Mike Johnson, you know, what's a shame is where I go to church, our pastor knows him, talks to him, kind of brags him up. And it's the one thing that I disagree, that Mike Johnson, I just don't see it. I think he's weak. There is something, I believe it's in the state of Louisiana, where they were about to pass a law, an anti-abortion law that was critical. And Mike Johnson made personal calls, I guess, to stop it. I'll get back to you, but check it out. Type in like Mike Johnson, Louisiana, wants to stop Louisiana abortion bill. There's a minister that had like a documentary about it. So Mike Johnson isn't necessarily who you think he is. Even setting that aside, all that guy is talk, 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 talk. All of them. You know, Kennedy. I love, not John F. Kennedy, the Republican Kennedy. I love the way he talks. I love these stories, and he tells wonderful jokes, and he seems to be on our side. As much as I like him, he's talk, talk, talk. Doge comes in, and everyone is all surprised. You know, we spend, you know, billions of dollars on transgender this over in whatever country, and everyone's all, oh my gosh, I didn't know. You didn't know? You have the power of the purse. You didn't know? Try that in a, you know, some sort, if you're running a business, try that, you know, if you have an investor group come in to analyze the quality of your company, if they want to buy it, why don't, and try that answer to them. It's crazy. You mean you didn't know? You mean you passed all these bills that were so huge you couldn't read it, and you didn't stand out in front of the Capitol and scream to high heaven? Democrats and Republicans, they're on the same team. Don't you get it? They're on the same team. So I don't know what we do. Obviously, I was super stoked Trump won. I'm super stoked all the things that he's doing, but none of this matters if Congress doesn't step up. And we have a short window because we need the golden age to happen before the next election season. And that's coming upon us very quickly. People lose heart very easily. And they will give control back to the Democrats. And then it's done. Trump, I mean, he's already got Judge blocking him at every turn. Imagine the House, Senate stopping him. He will become completely ineffective. We have a narrow window to make the golden age happen. So I don't know. Call your congressman. Call your representatives. I don't know what to do. Write them letters. Strongly urge them to start passing stuff. Start forward motion. You know, if you're stuck in a rut, sometimes the best thing to do is get up and just start walking in any direction until you find your way. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, share my videos. I'm shadow banned, but maybe we can overcome that. Help me out. Take it easy, guys.